Hi, I'm Nadine from 818 Events, and today I'm going to give you 8 tips on how to be the hostess with the mostest at your next dinner party. The first tip when it comes to planning a dinner party is all about the guests and who you're going to invite. Great guests mean great parties. You want to invite about 8 guests. That's your key number. And you want to give people about 3 weeks notice. If you give them too much notice, they're going to forget, and not enough notice, they're not going to show up. When it comes to building your guest list, you want to pick one key anchor person and build the rest of the list around them. If you have everybody as strangers, it might not be a very comfortable situation. And when it comes to planning the menu, you want to ask everybody what their dietary and allergy restrictions are, because you want to be able to have something for everybody at the meal. The second tip is called KISS. Keep it super simple. You want to have one meal that's going to be the one that requires a lot of attention and last minute action. We're going to call that cooking smart. And don't make a meal that you're not familiar with. If you want to try something new, do a test run beforehand, not the day of. And don't forget to ask for help. Delegate to people. Ask people to bring sides or ask people to help you with setup. It'll keep it really simple. Tip number 3, prep like a boss. Be strategic. Make the best of your time. If you can get your supplies ready ahead of time so that you don't have to beg, borrow, and steal the night before, that's amazing. And set the table ahead of time so that you don't have to worry about it in the midst of all the chaos when everybody's about to arrive. And when it comes to planning your meal, if you can plan something that you can cook the night before, it's even better, because then you could just pop it in the oven during cocktails and it's ready when you're ready. Tip number 4, it's all about setup. When it comes to guests, you have to wonder about where they're going to be sitting. So give people assigned seats. Don't use that old school wedding-y place card style. Let people know where they're going to be sitting, and keep the shy people near the host so that they feel comfortable. That key person who you built the list around, put them in the middle, and keep couples spaced out a little bit so that they can mingle with other people. Tip number 5 is all about when your guests arrive. Even if the kitchen's burning down, your guests don't need to know. Meet them at the door, calm and cool and collected. If you're in your slippers or your socks or even barefoot, they're gonna feel a fun, chill vibe off the bat. Don't overdo the hors d'oeuvres. You want to give people a little bit of a taste, not tire them out. You also don't want to overfeed them, or they'll be too tired and too full to enjoy dinner. Tip number 6 is all about the atmosphere and the aura in the room. So there's 2 ways you can go about handling this. Number 1 is the music. Find a playlist, set it and forget it. Don't worry about it for the rest of the night. And number 2 is all about the lighting. Dim the lights, find some candles, make sure they're unscented, and give people that natural sexy look that they can have for their own selfies for the rest of the night. Tip number 7 is all about how to end the night classy. You want to be able to tell people to go without actually saying get the hell out. So your cue is coffee and tea. When you bring that out, it kind of signals to people that the end is near without rushing them and making them feel like they gotta go now. The last and final tip is tip number 8. Remember, shit happens. Can I say shit? Shit happens. And you have to remember, this isn't about to be the perfect Pinterest party. People are here because they want to enjoy good food and good company. And if mistakes happen, just laugh them off. Downplay them. It's not that big of a deal. Don't apologize. Things are going to happen that you least expect to happen, so just go with the flow. I'm Nadine from 818 Events, and I hope you enjoyed the tips. Now I need to go get ready for my dinner party. One little extra tidbit of information to remember. RSVPs, they're great, and you get an idea of who's coming, but they don't actually hold any weight. So expect the unexpected. Sometimes people bring extra guests. Sometimes people don't show up or they cancel at the last minute. Be flexible and don't let that stress you out. Hi, I'm Nadine from 818 Events, and I'm going to give you 8 tips on how to be... 8 tips on what? I just said it. I'm going to give you 8 tips on how... I forgot what number I was on. How did I do acting?